Today, we are going to break down the streamer awards. There's going to be drama, intrigue, romance. Bridges are going to be burned. Wait, what's up, cutie? Yo, Drake's in chat for cutie. Thanks for inviting me. Holy shit, what an event. The theater was beautiful. Everyone was like funneling me around. I feel like a real celebrity, you know what I mean? The day before I left to the streamer awards, I get a fucking DM. Squeex, I gotta talk to you. Apparently there's like some guest star feature that I had to do. Here's the thing, I got a fucking Zoom invite link. The last time I was on Zoom was when I got fired for my job. So I was like, oh my God, it's my second Zoom meeting for my second job. And it was at 8 a.m. I'm going to the airport super fucking early on the phone with John Twitch themselves, basically telling me what to say or whatever. They told me, whatever you do, don't say cum. That it's a word that should be banned. But folks, I'm a man of the people and this will forever be a cum stream, genuinely. This is when I started to get a little nervous because I didn't want to mess it up for Twitch. You know what I mean? So I went to the airport, sat on the airplane. I was all the way in the back. And you know who I saw sitting in front of me? You know who I saw? You won't even believe it. Just a random person. Guys, not every story needs to be interesting. I was just on a fucking plane, okay? It was just me and a bunch of random people, all right? I landed, and qtcinderella, Drake's in chat, set up a fitting with Dolce & Gabbana. Just to give you a picture of how I travel, I was wearing a black t-shirt with sweatpants, and my t-shirt was a minion holding his shorts in the air with the text, "No pants, no problems." So here I am, going to Dolce & Gabbana with a fucking minion shirt on. And this guy came from Milan to get me fitted. So, you know, we're going through, he's like, what size are you? And I'm like, I don't know, medium. But he fitted me up with this double-breasted suit. Instantly, he knew what I should wear. Put on my fucking medium-ass suit. And then he asked me, he said, hey, do you want a diamond? Like, what? Do you want a diamond? Sure. What the fuck? And he's like, which one do you think matches your aesthetic? And I said, the big one, baby. Give me the biggest diamond, let me tell you. So I got the biggest fucking lapel. I was ready to go. And I'm so fucking tired, you know what I mean? So I go into my hotel, but here's the thing about the hotel. There was no separation between the bathroom and the main area. And there was no shower door. So I took a shower and water is just all over it. It was so strange. It was wild, okay? It was a crazy hotel. So the next day, I met up with some friends who live in LA, some old college friends, to go to Nintendo Land. Now, here's what I didn't fucking realize. What day did I go to Nintendo Land? March 10th, Mario Day. It is so crowded and rainy. And you know who I saw there? At Nintendo Land, at Mario Land, Lakari and Kyuko. They were live streaming, but I got nervous, so I didn't talk to them. And it was raining or whatever, so I put the umbrella down and scuttled behind them. I didn't want to ruin their stream, you know? I did all of the Nintendo Land stuff, and here's what I'll say. I might ruin a sponsorship. F Mario Land. It was amazing to look at for a spectacle. There's not much to do. It's like just this central area where you just stand around. You buy these like little bracelets and you're supposed to collect coins. You see people with their wristband going under question mark blocks going boo, 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 like the whole time. There's a line to basically punch blocks to collect coins. Bunch of fucking like children and man-children. And you bet your ass I waited in a line to go boo, 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 just fucking sore as hell. It was amazing to see. It looked unreal. Like it looked unrealistic. It looked amazing. I mean, it looked unreal is what I'm trying to say. But to get into Nintendo is wild because it costs as much as a winnings for the Smash Bros tournaments. You know what I mean? Then I had to go to Dolce & Gabbana to pick up my suit and went home and I was ready. I was so ready. I just instantly went to sleep, woke up. I send a very anxiety-induced DM to everybody on the red carpet. I say, what time do we show up? And that morning, I put on my suit in the morning, and you know what I realized I don't have? Socks. So I had my ankle cut socks. No, I have hair. It wasn't hair. Anyway, I messaged. I was like, I don't have... Ludwig, do you have socks? Like, I was going crazy. I messaged the Dolce & Gabbana people. I was like, hey, can I get some socks? The call time was like 12 p.m. I show up at 11:45. I was like there at like 20 to 30 minutes early. You know, they usher me into the back and they give me a whole ass tour. I saw amazing things. So I was like, can I take pictures? Like, this is amazing. So I got some fucking backstage pictures of what goes in to make, like, just a surface of what goes into making a show like this possible. So instantly, I'm going, you know, I'm in the back rooms, there's like, it's just the most beautiful theater ever. Like, it looked unbelievable. I'm looking and they're showing me like the dressing room, which is incredible. It was a dressing room with me, Hassan, and Ludwig who were sharing it. There was snacks behind me. This massive room. Dude, in fucking New York, this room could go for like $6,000 a month, man. No, it doesn't look like a porn room. Bro, what are you talking about? Did Hassan know who you were? Hassan was there. He was like, oh, hey, Squeex. And then they had this truck with all this fucking, like, look at the production side. They were talking to me about what it takes to, like, have a scene ready, how many cameras there were. It was wild. The production was, like, so fucking nice. It was crazy to see. And then look at the fucking chefs preparing the food. Just rows of plates before of people preparing. It was just so many people doing so much fucking work around you. And this is when I started to get really fucking nervous, okay? Because I have nothing planned. Okay? Hey, do they have a really long spatula? Or the ones in the middle? That's actually a really good question. I was telling Anita, who, by the way, amazing. Anita's so nice and, like, welcoming and warm. Anita and I were like, oh, fuck. This is pretty scary. What the hell? I didn't prepare. The one thing that I did do was I looked at people's Twitch clips. That's how I did my research. I was like, what the fuck are people talking about? Did some quick little, like, things before just to make sure I, like, knew people's names. This is where I got really nervous. The theater was just amazing. All the fucking ceilings were, like, etched and everything. It was like really professional. And then I was walking around trying to look busy. Someone was like, Squeex, you've got to go. We're starting now. You've got to go. Come over here. This is the red carpet. I was like, ah, what the hell? I got all fucking nervous. So I go there and I'm so hungry. I'm like, hey, can I get some Chipotle? There's some Chipotle down there. Can I go there? And he was like, dude, no, we're going live soon. I was like, but I really am hungry. So I just left anyway. Got some Chipotle. And I asked the PA beforehand, hey, do you watch Twitch? And he said, I used to. And I said, who do you watch? He said, Dr. Disrespect. He's like, yeah, Twitch ran out of content when he got banned. Holy fuck. He was cool as hell. So then I was standing there and it was like, go time, go time, go time. This is what I was staring at. This is the camera. This was the PA. This was the cameraman and just lights all around me. It was so blinding and hot. I think the cameraman was like, hey, by the way, you're opening the show. And I was like, oh my God. Exactly. I was like, oh my God, I better be interesting or the chat will be, you know, so I was really nervous. I was like, I gotta like really start off strong or whatever. I got all set up with this thing in my ears. It wasn't like a headphone. It was like poking upwards. I had this wire going in my ear, going up into my fucking ear hole. It was so uncomfortable. Yeah, it wasn't a hearing aid. So I have someone in my ear during the entire interview process. And they're like, hey, Squeex, can you hear me? You can talk. But all right, yeah, sure. And he was like, I'm gonna count you down. 3, 2, 1, you're alive. And I'm like, folks! I remember being like, I want to be like, am I really live? So I was just like, folks! Hey, folks! It just came out of me. I'm not a folks kind of guy. It's so funny how it came out. 3, 2, 1, And I just this was literally the first fucking thing out of my mouth. I am not a folks kind of guy.
Welcome to the Streamer Awards Red Carpet Show.
Okay, well, I remember that totally differently. I swear to God. I look so... Why are my eyes different sizes? What the fuck? There was just a guy whispering in my ear the entire time. But he was so nice. And the worst part is, apparently, the guy in my ear was a viewer. There are Twitch staffers among us. So he would give me little jokes. I swear to God. So I'm listening to basically Monster TTS while I'm fucking interviewing people. No, but he was so nice. Like, he was telling me, you know, good job, do this, do that. Hey, you have a sponsored question? I wasn't too nervous as soon as I started talking because I was genuinely interested in all these streamers. I wanted to make sure they were able to shine. My thing was like, before the camera was running, I was like, is there something specific you want to say? Is there something that you want me to ask? Stuff like that. And then Extra Emily, I met for the first time. Hey, folks.
I'm here with Extra Emily.
Totally fair.
This is the official time
Totally
we met in
fair.
person.
I'm happy to meet you for the first time. Honestly, you're receiving...
It wasn't, we did not meet for the first time. She already made this joke.
hairline isn't as bad as on camera.
This isn't what I wanted. Emily, this is the first interaction we're having. You're talking
It wasn't.
about my hairline?
Oh, no, it looks really good in person.
This is what I'm talking about, Emily. That's why we keep you around. That's really what I needed to hear all night. I've been trying to like comb it in a certain way, cover up some of the problem areas.
Bro, that guy on the screen looks so creepy. Motherfucker, that's me. What are you saying, bro? I'm the one on the screen. We're watching me, okay?
I didn't ask to be roast here live in front of the Streamer Awards. I mean, well, hey, speaking of torture, we're going to go ahead and cut through Ludwig and Hassan right now. Take it away.
That was my last interview. The guy said, great job. Wrap it up. That's the last interview. That's the last one. And I was never seen again.
And it's with the queen herself.
They fired you?
How you feeling?
There's big drama on Twitch. What do you mean? Wait, is there drama happening right now? Like, why, what is this? What is this? Why do they tweet this out? Okay, so I did the interviews. I was sweating so fucking hard, all right? I go to the bar to get a drink. Because I'm just hot as hell. Someone taps me on the shoulder, and I turn around, and who do I see? Ms. Giff. Hey, Squeex, let me introduce you to a bunch of people. Hey, this is Kaide. Hi, what's going on? He was introducing me to just a bunch of people around him. We went to our seat. My table, Esfand, Bonnie, Ms. Kiff, Pokimane, Wajito, Extra Emily. It was so fun. The table was so fun. Everyone was just in a good mood. We're excited to see the show. And Emiru, of course. I introduced myself to Pokimane. She was super nice. And we were watching the show, and I have to go to the bathroom. And Miz is like, wait, Squeex, are you going to the bathroom? And I say, yes, I am. And I'm like, why? Are you going with me? And he's like, yes, I am. But here's the one thing that was really, really funny. Security was there, and I had this like talent pass, so I could go anywhere. Miz did not have a pass. Security was like, hey, you can't go backstage. And Miz turns to me. And it's like, can I get a vouch? And I said, you know what, Miz? Sure thing. I take him back, and we used the loo, and that's the whole story. The security guard had no idea who he was. We went back, saw the rest of the show. I walked up to see Slime. I said, hey, Slime, I just want to say hi. Slime and I, we got along really well in Master Baker. At least I really like Slime. Hopefully he likes me back. Funny guy. We chit-chat a little bit. I ran into It's Will and Hannah. Love RuneScape. Love talking to RuneScape streamers. I got to talk to Bodhi as well. Show ended. The first thing I did, this is so cringe. So I'm kind of a degen. I am up really late, and I love watching like Moon, Daff. So the first thing I fucking did was go straight up to Daff and Asu, and I was like, I didn't even introduce myself. I just didn't want to be like a bother. So I went up to Daff and Asu right after the show, and I was like, I am both of your huge fans. Can I take a picture with you? I didn't even say who I was. They're like, yeah, sure thing. Of course you can. I took a picture, got out of there. I just didn't want to bother them. I literally super parasocial. I'm a huge fan of theirs. I went to Will and Hannah. We're like, should we go to the after party? You go to the after party? Should we do this? Should we do that? And I was like, maybe I won't go. Like, all the OTK people were so fucking welcoming. They're like, no, man, like, you should go. You should definitely go. It'll be super fun to just, like, hang out. Like, all right, fine, I'll go. They were so fucking nice. Shout out to Wajito. Was like, hey, let's reconvene outside so that we can all share an Uber. Before I left for the Uber, I said, you know what? I want to go to the front to meet the general audience. So I said, I'm going to do it. I want to talk to the people. On my way there, who do I run into? Lakari. I love Lakari. So I was like, Lakari, it's so nice to meet you. I hope you have good drops in Epic 7. And I talked to Faye Lions, who handed me a Clint Stevens sticker. Who said, hey, Squeex, are you friends with Clint? Friends? I played with him once. I was like, yeah, sure, yeah. She handed me a Clint Stevens sticker, and huge drama, I lost it. I wish I had it, man. I thought I put it on a water bottle somewhere, but I can't find it. I was also pretty drunk. I had like 3 drinks. I was pretty drunk, just like walking around, just interacting with everybody. I ran into just every streamer really quick. Like, I talked to everybody. Went to the front, met a couple of the chat. Dude, you guys can beat me up in real life. What the fuck? There's this like chatter who's like super ripped. And he came up to me and said, see, we're not all incels. I was like, what did I call you incels? And he like flexed or whatever. I was like, all right, cool. You can beat me up. I met so many nice people. I was walking around with Prezzo. And then I feel someone hug me. And I'm like, hey, it's so nice to meet you. Like, what, what's going on? And he's like, oh, no problem, Squeex. And I'm like, chiblee? Oh my fucking god. Is chiblee hot? Chiblee is hot. I love chiblee so fucking much. Stonepaw was really drunk. We were having such a fun time. I love like that group. And then Prezzo was gonna go to the after party. So I was like, oh my god, I love this group. 100% I'll go. So then I go meet up with Extra Emily, Wajito, and security escorts us to the Uber that Wajito called. And security is like, oh my god, I'm a huge fan of you, Extra Emily. Emily is like, oh my god, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I turn to security. I'm like, what about Squeex? What about me? And the guy goes, he was really nice. We got into the Uber because we're gonna like pregame. So we go, and who is staying in this fucking Airbnb? Young Jeff, Emily, Wajito, Espectacor? Fucking Espectacor is there. The guy who coached me in a Hitman. So I'm talking to Espectacor. He was so nice. Wajito, legend, but a total piece of shit. Extra Emily, who's really funny. Yeah, I was just drinking twisted teas at this point. I fucking love that shit, man. So I was having my twisted teas. We were just chit-chatting, talking, whatever. And we go to the party. And let me tell you guys, the after party was the most fun 30 minutes I've ever had. No, it was really fun because it was like a high school party. I mean, it was kind of like a lot of people drinking, standing around. It got me really nervous. Like, I was ready to get fucking bullied. Everyone's like, hey, let's go, good job, let's do this, let's go that, let's collab or whatever. I walk in. I see Ms. Kiff and XQC talking. They had like French fries and burgers. And I'm taking French fries, I'm like trying to like look busy. Ms. Kiff is like, yo, Squeex. Like, come on over here. Introduce me to XQC. Pours us shots. I start doing a shot with XQC. XQC is like, love your clips. Keep it up. Love reacting. As if 2 days ago he didn't call me multi-layered bald. And I'm a juicer, so I'm freaking out, But I'm trying to play it cool. Like, I'm like, yo, thank you so much, X. Appreciate that a lot. Here's the funny thing about like going to these like this party was that I love watching Twitch, and everybody on the internet is, so willing to like start drama, talk shit, and do this. But at the party, everybody was together. And it was like really wholesome. Like when I was looking at like people who were so like negative to each other just a few months ago and seeing them all together, like taking shots, having drinks and laughing, it was really wholesome. I was like, oh my God. I feel like if everyone just works together, like a rising tide raises all boats. So like big shout out to qtcinderella because I'm still like nobody, but last year I saw the streamer awards from home and I was like, oh, like what are they talking about? Like why does it have to be so like wholesome, bring people together or whatever? But when you're there, you're just like, oh my fucking God, it's crazy how all of these people who are all very similar. One in chat streamers are narcissists. Okay, this was crazy to me. I almost started crying because I'm walking through the party and I'm telling Will, the one fucking person I will never talk to in this party is Germa. All the other streamers, like, you know, they're all really, really funny and but I don't feel nervous around them. But the one streamer I'd be genuinely so scared to talk to is Germa. I swear this happened. So I'm walking to get another thing of fries. This is my third fucking bag of fries. And I walk past Germa. We make eye contact. And he's like, Squeex? Dude, I melted. I just fucking went crazy. I was like, what the? Germa, I love you. I love baseball. I love this. I love that. He's like, yo, Squeex, I saw you on Master Baker. And he looked at me and he said, hey, Squeex, keep doing you. That's what he said, Squeex, keep doing you. That's how he said it. I was tearing up. I couldn't believe it, man. Talked to so many fucking people. I talked to Connor Eats Pants. Super fucking nice, man. I just love Connor. These are all of the streamers that I used to watch. You know what I mean? Connor's like, Squeex, what's up? Nice to meet you. I'm like, dude, nice to meet you. Go fuck yourself. I love you. Simply and I were talking. Oh, Simply was in the Airbnb too, of course. Doug was sitting right behind me. I turned to Doug and I'm like, hey man, and Doug said some nice things. It was so fucking sweet. Didn't talk to, oh wait, I did talk to NMP at the after party. Like all the OTK people were crazy nice. They just want me to join, you know what I mean? So let's let them fork over the cash. So for org of the year, Miz turns to me and is like, dude, you should give the speech if OTK wins. So all of the bigger streamers would be behind me and I'd be giving the speech. Listen, OTK wants to be a bastion of positivity, giving back, you know, making sure we're making like, you know, positive changes, a good environment. And we're taking the money. We are not doubling down. You know what I mean? That was my goal, but they didn't win. So instead, I just had a vodka cranberry. No, and then I met a couple people, and then someone came up to me and was like, hey, listen, the party's over. Someone's gotten sick. You got to get out of here. That's fine. So I call an Uber. My Uber is 2 minutes away. And then I forget who it was. I was pretty drunk at this point, but I think it was like Miz or like some Wajito or someone came up to me and was like, cancel your Uber. He's like, dude, don't worry, like it'll keep going. So like, so then I canceled my Uber, and then another person came up to me and said, no, go home. I was like, all right, I'm going home. So I called another Uber. I got charged $5, and then I went home to my hotel and watched Impractical Jokers. But here's an announcement, guys. I will be going to Austin, and I will be doing an Alvea stream. So that's gonna be a ton of fucking fun. Maya was so sweet because at the after party, she was like, oh, do you want to do an Alvea stream? I was like, yeah, I do. What the hell? But here's the thing, guys. Can I just say something? I'm also like a little scared of animals. So when she was like Alvea stream, I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, it'll be fun. I'll be doing the rounds. Hopefully, you know, having some fun. Why did Cutie pick you to do the interviews? Ask Cutie. No clue. Dude, at first, Cutie was like, hey, do you want to do the red carpet? And I said, yeah, I'll walk the red carpet. And she said, laughing my ass off. Now, interview the red carpet. I was like, what? Squeex, show me your reaction to you losing. I thought it'd be funny if I got really upset. So as soon as I lost, I went, fuck!
And the winner is Point Crow!
Squeex, you just spent 3 hours fangirling. Yeah, I did. I get really nervous about messaging streamers because I don't want to be like annoying as fuck. Oh, and I met Poke. I fucking love Poke because Poke is so funny. There's certain people who I think are just like the funniest. Poke is up there. My Uber driver on the way home, he was driving and was like, what's going on? Is this like an Oscar pre-party? And I said, no, it's a Streamer Awards post-party. He started laughing. And he's like, what do you mean streamer? I was like, oh, people are playing video games. He started laughing even harder. I was like, holy fuck, what a humbling experience. Back to reality. I needed that after talking to Germa. I've said this before, but the only reason I'm invited to awards and events and stuff is because people are watching the stream. So thank you so much for watching the stream. I really, really appreciate it. If I met you at the Streamer Awards, thank you so much for being so cool. And that was the Streamer Awards. Folks, that was the Streamer Awards. It was a dream come true. I was so honored to be invited. I felt like the new kid for a second. Instantly, everyone was just so sweet. Not a single bad moment.